meeting tonight for the Selectmen on it's June, June.
If
Which
it's
is
June,
we're back
if
and
it's
we're,
June,
oh wow.
we're
I
in
wish
trouble.
maybe we're September 4th. And the time is 6:04. We'll start out first with two Board of Health variances. One actually will be continued for another date. One for 28 Forge Road, the other was for 6 Pointer Pines. Under the consent agenda, discuss and approve articles for installation in the special town meeting warrant, accept and endorse purchase and sale agreement and deed for property at 15 Bullock Road, approve and endorse final fiscal year 2019 Massachusetts Interlocal Insurance Association grant application for the purchase of a trench box for the Highway Department submitted by the Highway Surveyor Charles Macumber. Approve Board of Selectmen minutes for August 6th, 2018, Town Administrator's report. Under the Personnel Board, accept letter of resignation from Kent Wilkinson's Finance Committee representative to the Regional School Finance Committee effective August 20th. Accept letter of resignation from Richard Levette as full-time signal operator and sign change of status form effective November 3rd. Approve sign change of status form for Nadine Diamond, senior clerk, effective August 19th. New business dates for upcoming Board of Selectmen meetings: Monday, September 17th, Monday, October 1st, Monday, October 15th, Monday, November 5th, Monday, November 19th. And executive sessions pursuant to Mass General Laws 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the public body. In the same chapter and section, to discuss strategy in relation to collective bargaining, the town hall, library, highway union, because an open meeting may have detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the public body. And that will be it. So, turn it over to you.
Well, thank you. All right, so I'll call Derek up to the, or you can stay there, whatever you want.
The 6 Pointer Pine ones, if we could, we're gonna postpone it until the next meeting. Some information came up that we have to make adjustments to the plans. I gave you a copy of the email that was sent to me by the engineer. So if we could, we'll just move on to 28 Forge.
Okay.
Just before the board, is anyone recording the meeting?
Pre-cam.
Not today. Not today, okay. All right. That one.
28 Forge Road, it's failed septic system. I guess have a copy of it in my copy.
Yeah,
You have that one open?
I do. Quick and easy.
They don't like the way I pulled them up
That's
after
okay.
that.
So Chuck, you probably know what's the corner of Forge and Holland.
He's razzing me.
The existing cesspool's over here, it's obviously a failure. The only person to impact his own well. We shifted the system down as far as we could off the property lines. There's big, large, huge pines and spruce trees over here. That's as far as we could push it. So we maintain 70 feet from their well. We don't impact any other of the abutters' wells. 3-minute material.
All right, no wetlands, no anything?
Nope, nope.
Perfect,
All
it's
up
pretty
in-
straightforward.
It is, yep.
Okay.
Definitely an improvement for what's there from that cesspool.
So we're just asking for a well setback from 100 feet to 70? Okay, perfect.
I did.
Recommendation?
I recommend to approve it. I didn't have any concerns.
All right, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion that we approve the change in setback from 100 feet to 70 feet.
All right, and I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
evening.
Thank you.
Here you go. Just, Derek, if you don't mind, just because we don't really have anything under Board of Health, and I just want to make sure that you can give us all an update on the Triple E.
Okay. Yep. Actually, Triple E's so far, Triple E hasn't been bad. West Nile has been a big problem. The state has been upgraded for the first time, I believe, in 18 years. The entire state is up at a moderate level. And there's a little pocket in Middlesex County that's up at a high level. Actually, a few minutes before the meeting, I got another email. We're up to 9 cases of human West Nile. The best that we can do right now is just protect yourself. Try to stay in, try to wear long clothing, spray yourself with anything with DEET. Do the best you can to avoid situations where there might be a lot of mosquitoes, because it's pretty bad this year. It's as bad as they've seen in a long time. We've already closed the parks down after dusk, from dusk till dawn. Other than that, it's just really getting information out to the public. I've already sent the press release to Tim. It'll get up on social media hopefully tonight. And that's it. We just keep educating. If anyone has questions, feel free to give me a call. Other than that, that's kind of where we're at. It's been a really tough year for West Nile and for mosquitoes. So do what you can to protect yourself.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, next item on the agenda will be discuss and approve articles for insertion in special town meeting warrant. I'll send.
Do you wanna just, take them all and then, have them work on it, and then, because we're not ready to vote on them, and I wouldn't wanna vote on them without, I know you and I will always be in agreement, so I'm not worried about that. So do you wanna read them and then we'll just vote? Or do you wanna just say, we'll take them as,
Because Rob wants to do that.
right, as
We'll
written,
take it
and then,
written, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's a fine idea.
So I'll make a motion to take the articles as written, and for a future vote on insertion into the town meeting when we have a full board. I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion made, and I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, what tonight?
You good with that?
I just had one question on
Go
one
ahead,
of them.
Mr. Chair.
On Article 21 for the Council on Aging, I'm not quite sure what the purpose.
Yeah, they missed
Of the
putting, I think it's a
article
vehicle.
is-
I noticed that later this afternoon. They didn't specify the purpose.
I think some folks might be here.
COA,
Yeah.
you specified the person.
On the warrant, Jeanette Tisdale from the COA. Hi.
Do you want to read what was printed? Because it doesn't, it's not very clear.
Which one is
I think you're right at the
21.
it?
top.
Right at the top.
Yes.
See if the town will vote to raise, appropriate, and/or transfer from available funds the sum of $25,000 to the Council on Aging and/or take any action thereto. The elderly population is in need of safe transport. We cannot get any more parts for the car we now have, as it is obsolete. Some patrons cannot go up the 3 steps on the van, so they are put on a lift. Which we feel is unsafe should they lose their balance. The car we have now is a PT Cruiser. The parts, it's up in the garage in the Sonnet right now, and they're looking for parts for it. It's just not viable anymore. And what we're looking for is something more stable, more reliable than what PT Cruiser is.
Okay, just what you need to do is you need to articulate that within the article. Because you're asking us to appropriate $25,000 $25,000.
Yes.
And there's no purpose. So you need to put the purpose in the article.
Oh, so the explanation of the article doesn't suffice?
No, so we don't vote on the explanation of the article, we actually vote on the article itself. So in this article, we'll just have to, we're gonna have to get wording in there, to amend the article, or you're gonna have to resubmit the article, because it just says $25,000, like Mr. Sullivan said, it doesn't say for the purpose of, purchasing a vehicle. And that's all, that's all you're missing.
And if we resubmit, what is the time frame?
Yesterday? I'm just kidding.
That's good.
You have, it's in there, I think it's just a matter of amending the article, that's all.
So there's no time frame on an amendment?
No, you're gonna have to do it because, the office has to get these in and we have to approve them. And then town council has to approve them and then the warrant has to go out on the street.
Okay.
So,
If we can talk about that.
yeah.
If it's,
I could fix the article.
you can, because I think Barbara is going on vacation tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's
All right,
still
I'll
on
take
over
care of it.
there. Thank you.
So, I mean, we're gonna put it in there, but like, Mr. Sullivan said, when we have a full board, we'll be voting on which articles will be moving forward and, you know, whether we vote to recommend or not recommend.
And when do you anticipate that vote?
What is that?
2 weeks. About 2 weeks, I
2
think.
weeks?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, we're going on.
Because like Charlie was saying, it's not fair for just the two of us to vote on something. We really need a three-member board to vote on something.
Just remember, you're getting older.
I am.
All right.
I still take care of your boy, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next item is accept and endorse purchase and sales agreement and deed for property at 15 Bullock Road. And David has some wording that.
Actually, I provided, I was given a motion by our town council relative to how the motion should be worded.
Pursuant to the vote taken under Article 12 of the June 4th, 2018 annual town meeting to execute the purchase and sale agreement to Roman Catholic Diocese of Fall, purchase of property located at 15 Bullock Road, and acceptance of deed and any and all documents, and to take any and all steps are made to necessitate or convenient or convert to completely forthgoing acquisition, or they may authorize one of the selectmen to sign on the board's behalf.
I'll make a motion to endorse as presented by Mr. Sullivan.
I guess I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye. I know, it's so weird. That's why it's like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Bob had given me some things he wanted to comment on the warrant. I don't get to be Bob tonight? I'm
No.
Bob's impersonator?
I think it's, I don't know, it's, do you feel better like that? Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
I don't feel
All
like,
He did send me some things in case we discussed it too. His feelings were hurt at least. So I can pass that on to you.
Approve and endorse fiscal year 2019 Massachusetts Interlocal Insurance Association grant application for the purchase of a trench box for the Highway Department submitted by Highway Surveyor Charles Macomber.
Basically, he submitted an application to the Maya program. It's a grant program that provides up to $10,000 for different safety-related issues. The trench box is within the context of the grant. The approximate cost is $91.75 for the trench box. $9,175. So just if you want to support that, and you sign off on the application, and I can submit it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay.
It's definitely needed.
Second. Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approve Board of Selectmen minutes for August 6th, 2018. See anything that's on?
No.
It's not good. All right.
I'll make a motion to approve as written.
Okay. Motion made and seconded. Being no discussion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. David, now it's your turn.
Okay. We held a department head meeting last week and we discussed getting some training from Maya, and the group has decided to seek out 3 courses that we're going to initially pursue in customer service and supervisory management. I'm also, I have been in touch with Maya in terms of the loss control department, and we're going to be doing inspections at the fire department, town hall, council on aging, and the police department, specifically to target and identify things that we're not in compliance with for OSHA, which is coming up February 1st of 2019. We have to be in compliance. I'm also going to be attending a session in Duxbury in, I believe, November with the fire chief for that same purpose. It's called OSHA 10, so that we are prepared to address any OSHA issues that come up after February 1st. I met with the gentleman that did the windows at the schoolhouse, as well as with Mary Brown, and in EMI Electrical. And we're looking to finish the windows. We're going to put a new door on the outside. I don't know if you're aware, but there's just a big piece of plywood there. We're going to patch all the holes. We identify where the holes were, and we're going to bring some basic electric power into the building, specifically for lights. So if anybody's going out there early morning or late or early afternoon in the wintertime, they can actually turn lights on and find the boxes that they need. On a similar track, I've met with EMI Electrical, as well as had some discussions with a company that sells generators. We're looking, I've talked to Chuck about putting a pad down, and the highway department can do that, so we can save some money on that portion of it. I have to spec it out. It's going to be propane. It's going to come out of capital facilities. We were talking about scaling it back and trying to save a little money, because I'm not so sure we need to keep the entire building on. I think the things you're going to keep on are your data center, your heat, and certain offices having 1 or 2 switches on, versus spending $40,000 and buying an 8-cylinder, basically car engine to power the entire building when nobody's going to be there. So we've talked about maybe limiting the scope of that and saving a little money. As you're aware, the bids are now available for the police station building. The sub-bids are due on the 28th, the general contractors on October 12th. It's been posted in the Combi Central Register, and we put it in the paper. It's been posted in Town Hall. The purpose of which is to try to basically get some numbers together in anticipation of having that article be on a special meeting at some point this fall, and actually having numbers that we can verify and substantiate. The building inspector search, I'd like to have a meeting on September 13th for the final interviews of the 2 individuals, because one of the individuals is currently serving and helping out. He can't do it as much as we want. We do have someone to do the inspections, but I think we really need to start moving on that so that we can get a new person in place. And plus, I honestly need some help with the facilities portion of. I'm actually working with Bruce. Bruce Wilbur, yes, about the freezer at the council here. We're talking about the concrete pad and the box that's got to be placed on carpentry work, electrical work. And I think that would be helpful to have somebody that really understood that portion of it. I'm gonna get it done regardless, but I would feel a little bit more comfortable if I had some support there to make sure that it's properly installed and it's bid out properly in terms of the specifications. I had an email from Gene Fox regarding the South Coast Railway that I'd like to have the board put on the next agenda for laying out the Richmond Road crossing. She'd asked, I guess her superiors had asked her about whether or not it's been accepted by the town. And it's totally within the board to accept or not accept, that's not my place. But she did want to have it put on the agenda for the next meeting, if that's possible.
Didn't, we as a board asked that the police chief, fire chief, weigh in on that at
Okay.
the last time that they were here. So if we could get like, remember we said we'd create like a sign-off paper and everybody?
Oh, all right, yes.
So
I'm
if we
sorry, I
could,
didn't know.
yeah, if we could do that, then that way, because that's probably everything that we're gonna ask when they get there, has the police chief looked at it, has a fire chief, so when it comes back to us, as long as everybody's looked at it, then, and we have additional questions, that would be my number one
Yes,
question. is who
I
looked
think
at
that
it?
that's very doable. Just as a little backstory on that, all of those individuals were involved in probably 5 meetings, meeting with DOT and with the project team for the South Coast Rail. So I think that, I think we're gonna find that they're in support of it. But I will get that sheet to the board and have it ready for the next meeting.
Perfect. We did, great.
That's it.
Okay. All right, Chuck,
Yes.
we've been breezing along here, so
Okay.
we will be approving the application for the trench box grant.
Beautiful.
And the actual voting on warrant articles and hearing about them would be probably next time.
That's fine.
Okay?
No questions on the trench box, on the grant?
No.
We've always had very good success with Maya grants. We've always been awarded every grant we put in for, so I think it's a no-brainer. Instead of pulling 9,000 out of the budget, or out of free cash, or out of somebody, we'll have the town's insurance pay for it. And I don't think there'll be any qualms from them at all, so.
How much is the overall grant for? I mean, I know what you're
We're
asking
up to
for.
10,
but it's
up to $10,000.
Up to 10?
Yes.
All right, so, all right, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Personnel
Oh,
board.
wait, Chuck, one more question.
Yes.
Is it every year that those grants are available?
No.
Or- Okay.
No, we've, through that grant, we've got the traffic control trailer, we've got a light tower, and the guys have all been equipped with chainsaw-ing gear, chaps and helmets and
Yep.
gloves and all
So
that
how
stuff.
often do those come up, like every other year?
Yeah, it's
or-
usually, I think it's every 2 years.
Perfect.
Every time they've come up, we've put in for it, and we've been awarded every time.
All right, thank you, sorry.
You're welcome.
Okay, personnel board matters. Accept letter of resignation from Kent Wilkins.
You got it right this time.
Yes, pardon me, I was reading too fast, I think. Okay. Where is it? And, I guess it's. Yeah. Right there, okay. It is with regret that I am resigning from the Regional School Finance Committee due to health reasons effective August 20th, 2018. I have enjoyed the challenges of serving and thank the town for allowing me to serve. Thank you, Kent, for your time. And,
I'll make a motion to approve with regret the resignation of Kent Wilkins from the Regional School Finance Committee.
I'll second that. Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
But you're still on the...
I'm still on the
Perfect.
finance committee, I'm still on the building committee, and
Perfect.
we'll see how things go.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
it.
more than welcome.
Okay, the next is a letter of resignation from Richard Levesque as full-time signal operator. This is to inform you of my resignation as signal operator in the Police and Fire Communications Center. This resignation will be effective as of midnight on November 3rd, 2018. I choose to keep the specific reasons for this decision to myself, but I'm summarized for you. I'm just done it's time for me to move on to a different life and career path.
I'll make a motion to approve, or to accept his letter of resignation.
I'll second that. Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye. Also, the last time this happened, I think we need to make it clear that, he does, should he ever want to come back in the future, that he does lose his seniority.
Yeah, make that as a motion.
I'll make that as part of my motion.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item is a change of status form for Nadine Diamond, the building in the health department, senior clerk, moving from step 2 to step 3.
Make a motion to approve in the, amount of $18.75.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Now, the new business, the dates, September 17th, October 1st, Monday, October 15th, we may be on this.
Isn't it our town meeting on the October 15th? I think that's our town meeting.
Yes, okay, please, October. Let's make sure that we didn't do. Oh, no, it's the 8th. Columbus Day is going to be the 8th, perfect. All right. Before we go into executive session, I will entertain any public comment. All right, Stephen.
I still haven't seen any sign for the no littering on Alexander Drive.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. Take care of that.
And do you know if you're gonna be able to, is it gonna be, the noise ordinance thing gonna be on, the November thing, voting?
It's quite a bit on there's like 30 articles, potential articles for this, so I think it'd be better to put it off for a little while.
How's the highway department making out with the testing?
Well, nothing has come through.
Okay.
Okay, nothing's come through there.
It is a sample.
Oh, and by the way, that generator company will probably give you the pad thickness, rebar, everything. You guys coming back from executive?
No.
Okay.
So, we're going to executive session pertinent to Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to litigation if an open meeting may have detrimental effect on the litigating position of the public board, and the chair so declares. Public power aggregate program, chair so declares. And same chapter and section to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining with the town hall, library, highway union, cause an open meeting may have detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the public body, and the chair so declares. Chair so declares. Accept the
I'll make a motion to approve.
motion made and approved, made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Ms. Pacheco?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan? Yes.
Not to return to.
Not to
Not to
return.
return.